Lisa LakeGetty Images Kansas perform at Sam's Bethlehem Event Center on May 27, 2017 in Bethlehem, Penn. Leftoverture's 40th anniversary is the gift that keeps giving for Kansas and its fans. This week the prog rock group launches another leg of the tour celebrating the 5x platinum 1976 album, playing it in its entirety, and it will be accompanied by Leftoverture Live Beyond, a concert set coming November 3, whose version of Carry On Wayward Son is premiering exclusively below. It was something that we really wanted to have documented, says drummer Phil Ehert, who along with guitarist Rich Williams remains from Kansas' original lineup. You really have to go all the way back to 1978's too for the show for something like that. We've had other live things, but nothing quite like this, so we felt it had been a long time. The Leftoverture tour has taken on a life of its own for Kansas. The group originally planned for just 10 special shows that would both celebrate the 40th anniversary and also promote Kansas' 2016 album The Prelude Implicit. By the end of the year, however, Kansas will have played more than 80 dates, which is well beyond what Ehert and company expected. Yeah, to say it surpassed our expectations is kind of an understatement, Ehert says with a laugh. I guess we had forgotten what a gigantic album that was and how popular it was. When we had a chance to do it in its entirety, the Kansas fans really came out in full force, and there were a lot of people who were just Leftoverture fans. Because of Wayward Son, it was the only album of ours they ever owned. So it really became a lot more than we expected. The show also changed the deployment of Carry On Wayward Son. As the album's opening track, it's been performed closer to mid-show, rather than as the finale it had become in Kansas repertoire. That did kind of catch us off guard, like, hey guys, Ehert recalls. We had to relearn it, because it has a different ending now than we were doing live, when we had a really long, extended ending for the end of the concerts. So we had to go back and put the ending from the record on it, but it worked out fine, and we have it set up very special in the show itself. It worked very well. Leftoverture Live Beyond, produced by original Leftoverture producer Jeff Glicksman, features 11 other songs, including a selection from The Prelude Implicit as well as other Kansas favorites such as Icarus, Point of No Return, Paradox, Journey from Mariah Byrne and Portrait Nude. There's more new material on tap as well. Ehert reports that Kansas is just sketching out new songs right now for a fall 2018 release, and next year's tour will support that as well as feature 1977's Point of No Return album in its entirety. We'll probably start recording in January and February, Ehert reports. We're finding that putting a little bit of the new album into the show, and a lot of deep cuts, and then playing a whole album comes out really well. The fans really like a touch of the new, and a bunch of the old, and we're sure they'll like hearing Point of No Return just like we did with Leftoverture.